Hey, how's it going? It's Jenny with Unfiltered. Jenny back for yet another jump into my Scout Laurel Denise planner. This is going to be a little impromptu video, but I thought it was very beneficial. So let's talk about sticky notes really quick. Laurel Denise pumps out sticky notes that fit every single planner. So I think there's 4 different sets of sticky notes that fit kind of 4 different sizes of planners, which is really awesome. So this is the 2026 sticky notes that came out when they did their yearly launch back in 2025, coming into 2026. And this is the same planner. So there is a little bit of matching just within the design, and it matches some of the designs in the inside of the planner. Something we don't always talk about is this fun pocket right here that you can stick some notes and different papers in. But today I thought we'd do something a little different. We are going to flip to our grid dot paper here, our dot paper here. And I have some notes about the 2027 planner launch, some stuff that I'm looking at, some stuff that may have been pre-ordered, but I want to be able to keep track of it in my 2026 planner and not totally forget about it, because I have to budget my planner stuff probably as you do. Maybe you don't have to, but I can't just throw it on a credit card. So I have some sticky notes of some running thoughts, some things I want to change up. I have some interest in like a health planner to track some stuff that I'm doing within my journey of nutrition and health through some new products with pharmacy. I use this planner for content planning to be able to share awesome and fun thoughts that I have within Laurel Denise for planning needs for the way that my brain works, and as a full scope of how I use my planner as wearing multiple hats in business, as a wife, as a mom, as all the hats that we wear in life. And so the Scout planner is what I went ahead and went with for 2026. We're going to get into some things that I was looking at for as I consider 2027. But first off, can we just have a moment for this outside cover on the sticky notes for, I believe the Scout is a size 2, but before you take my word for it, double check the website if you're ordering a Scout or a Luna. So I also have kind of started using the top part of the sticky note as like a dashboard or as a parking lot to kind of have a big idea of things. We'll get into that a little later. But so what I want to do is grab my pen. And yeah, we'll just grab our regular pen. And I'm going to write 2027 2027 Laurel Denise Planner Desires. So let's see how I want to do this. I'm going to put health, wellness. There is some fun inserts that are launching for if you're doing medical visits, health tracking, that sort of thing. I'm going to move it here so it can kind of be lined up right there. So I want a small Valerie. There's some stuff I'm considering going disc, which I'm honestly naturally a disc girly. But I'm considering a small Valerie. I thought it'd be fun. I still want to kind of try out some of the different sizes and really see what fits for my needs. So I went ahead and grabbed a few of these things, but we're going to try out a small Valerie for health tracking. And then I want to go ahead and utilize my planner right now as soon as they come in, moving into 2027. 1, that'll help me what works best. And 2, why should I not get a jump on my health ahead of time? So more to that on that coming soon, but I grabbed this small 5 block because that'll help me track movement, weight. And I have to say, I'm not a numbers on the scale type of person, but it is beneficial as a woman to understand, as our health and needs fluctuate throughout the month, how that impacts how I'm feeling internally in clothes, fitting into clothes. So, like I said, fitness, weight, vitamins. I wrote a few things down and now I'm kind of drawing a blank, but those are the three big ones. Of course, probably walking and maybe separating some of the nutrition stuff that I'm doing. And then there's an insert that's called Patient Care and Health, which is going to be, I can't wait to open that, see what that really looks like in real time, and be able to add that into a planner that is so focused on health and wellness. And then I went ahead and picked up the Habit Tracker insert. I haven't really used that. I've never ordered that before for the insert, but I thought it would be really good to add to a health and wellness planner. Kind of makes sense. And then I've got a note down here about, or go to disc small planner, but convert inserts if there aren't discs. So we'll get into that. I did notice that with the full planner that I went ahead and decided for 2027 at this point that I'm going to kind of convert into 2026 and 2027 as Laurel Denise tries to find out what people want between discs and coils, of figuring out what inserts make sense on disc or coil and what inserts don't. So there is a way, and we'll get into that when they get in and we put it together. There is a way to convert your discs or coil inserts to be able to go from one version to the other. So we'll get into that later, but if you're like, I want it for this planner, but it's only available on the other option, there is a way to work with the edging on whether it's coil or disc. So we will definitely trial and error and get into that here soon. So the other thing was our family needs a family planner. Now, it's just my husband and I, but we have nieces and nephews. My birth son is in our life. Our bills. We both are business owners of different businesses, and there's just sometimes some moving pieces. So when I started considering getting 2027 planners situated, I thought we started having more conversations, and I just really decided we needed to get a family planner that is out and in front instead of doing this digital planner or paper planner, whichever one each of us prefer. So I was considering the Joe. I do very much like the Joe planner because of its setup similar to the size 1 through 4 planners that Laurel Denise has. But to kind of just get started, I decided to hold off on the Joe planner and get the wall calendar. So if you're wanting a 2027 wall calendar or wall planner, those are launching in November. So those are coming soon. Don't worry. And then I wanted some girl math stickers to mark when bills were due, when they got paid, and that sort of thing. And then I wanted to get some grid paper and dot paper. I think that has to do with my other planner, not the family planner. And then my other thought is, I don't know if I have a note here for that. I had some sticky notes about stickies and stickers and some other things, but they may have gotten, since they got handled, they may have already gotten tossed. Let me see. I think they did go ahead and get tossed, but we'll get into that when they arrive. But I got some stickers and sticky notes that are new for me and to the 2027 lineup to help with some of that. And then The other thing I got, so what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to take the rest of my Scout. I did get a Luna insert because I like having the calendar on one side, the pages on the bottom, and then a whole page where I can plan out. So I think what I'm going to do is with my size 2 planner, the Scout or the Luna, I'm going to turn this fully into my content planning planner. It is kind of excessive and silly to have two separate planners or two separate layouts, but we're going to try it and see how that works. So my full overview planner, I'm holding this sticky note in my hand. I'm trying to figure out what color to do this in, but I think we're going to call this the Everything Planner. And that is where we're going to put this sticky note. Okay, so in my Everything Planner, I kept going back and forth. I really want a Billy layout. I just recently, actually last week, discovered a Billy layout and love it as I was prepping for what type of planner do I want for each of these categories and to be able to show you the different layouts and sizes and all the things. So I really wanted a Billy, but I want to be able to have a full year of a Billy. Now, there is some stuff coming in the near future that we will talk about how that's going to be a possibility. But for right now, I wanted to try out I think it's size 4, where it's like the Billy, the Nancy, the Anne, and the Valerie sizing of a layout in the full size. So I now I'm drawing a blank as I'm thinking about it, what size I ended up getting for 2027. Not size, what version. I believe I got an Anne. I think that's what I did. And then grabbed all these inserts as much as possible. And so the ones that I was looking at were the right side full month, because again, I want to go ahead and start using this to see which layout serves my planning the best for the moment. So we will get into that when that stuff comes. I will say I want to see if I like Laurel Denise and a disc. So everything I got is a disc besides one insert that we will convert into a disc. It came in the coil with the size 4. So we've got that. There actually is one for the business planner. See, I think I went ahead and got everything that was on my business planner list, unless I've got that here in my sticky note set. Anyways, so I wanted the right side full month. I got that. For appointments, I wanted the plastic insert because here's the deal. I don't always have something hour to hour to hour to hour or a full day as much anymore. And with medically retiring, my brain just works on like, what 3 big tasks can we get done today? So the plastic, something like an hour to hour, it just doesn't always work as well for me anymore. And so I thought the plastic insert would work because you can write on it. I think with a not erasable because it's like plastic, but you can use a washable marker or whatever, and then you can reuse it every time you need it, which just kind of made sense. And it's a great way to save on money and paper at that point. I decided against vertical weeklies, and then I wanted a planet booster, a project breakdown, which would be great for the quarterly subscription box launches for Be Tactile. I want 4 column inserts. I feel like I did get some of this, but we'll see when it comes. And then from the final sale, I wanted 2 side hustle boosters. One is for the influencing side of things, and then one is for Be Tactile. And then there's a new meeting notes insert that I really wanted. And I can't remember if I got 1 or 2. I may have started with 1. I don't always have a ton of meetings for business, but when I do, This new insert, y'all, is for me, it's going to be a game changer. I love it. So great job, Laurel. And then I wanted 2 quarterly planning boosters. And I think that way I'm just kind of set for the year. And so when it comes in, we'll have to go through and double check what I got and what I didn't get. And then if you see these dashes or these asterisks, the asterisks are for brand new stuff that is new for 2027. And then the dashes are just what's being carried already that I felt would be extremely beneficial for my planner. So I hope you enjoyed that. This is a great way to just kind of keep in mind. So I hope this is helpful. Share with me in the comments if it is or isn't. And of course, please tell me what you would love to see that I haven't done with the Laurel Denise or planning, or if there's something else you would love for me to make some videos on. I hope you enjoyed this. Until next time, today is a great day to have a great day.